we've got 42 guns all up, so rows of pistols, all the rifles set up. So it's a massive choice of guns. It's 22 jackets in total, so we can have 22 people running around at one time. The old laser tag we had was a bit of a toy compared to this. It only had 10 jackets. So with 22 we can get good team play. It's at the moment the course is probably about 1.5 acres, big outside course, outdoor course, probably about 1 acre, 1.5 acres, and it's going to keep growing. We just keep changing the course, and in the end of the day I'd say it'll be something like 4 to 5 acres. It'll take up a fair chunk of the property. The bigger the better, especially with when we do team leagues, that kind of thing. You got 22 people running around, you need a bit of space. So the little guns shoot something like 100 metres, which is a fair range, and the big rifles, they go up to about 500 metres, so longer than the whole property here at the fun park. It's you know, it's a good thing to have the range. This whole system is specialised, made for us, as I said, for many reasons, and I have some other gadgety gadgets that make this system very special. All the add-ons that have taken so long to create, like the C4 explosives, medic kits to revive lives of people who are near dead, that kind of thing. They're all prototypes, one of a kind. So it's quite a special little system for little Bairnsdale to come play with. See all the jackets. Jackets are much the same as any laser tag jacket. Just pull one out. Decent batteries in the jackets. Again, the last laser tag system we had, they could go flat after about 3 hours. The batteries in here will last 3 days. I'm quite fussy about everything when it was being built, and we only got it a couple of weeks ago, and in that time I've already had new computers built for the jackets for possible upgrades like bombardment, calling in airstrikes, things like that. Changing some of the voices I didn't like. So you'll see all the jackets are numbered off up to the 22. When you turn a jacket on, all the lights go,
let's fight.
It starts talking and whatnot. You see all the sensors on it, a couple on the top, so you can be shot from any angle from anywhere. Jackets themselves aren't too bad for weight wise, fully adjustable, so we can have little kids to big dads, that kind of thing. There's special vibration motors that have been built in through the jacket, so when you're shot you know exactly where you were shot from, you feel the impact. All the lights light up and they tell everyone what's going on. The jackets are very interactive the whole way through the game. They count down lives as you're dying, that kind of thing. They flash very bright when you're shot, and also with you with the shooter. They say things like you're the man if you're the guy shooting them, that kind of thing. So happy with the jackets. At the moment this would be considered team red, and the other jackets have green on the top, so we can do different modes of play. We can do free for all, which is good for just little groups. If only about 6 people are here, free for all is probably better, every man for himself. And then you can go up to team play, where you can separate both sides with massive amounts of players, and team play also stops you shooting your own team members accidentally. There's capture the flag and all sorts of other things going to happen. Probably zombie games, that kind of thing. It's ever expanding, ever evolving. But overall, with all the work that went into this, I'm pretty happy. Jackets are comfortable enough. They don't sweat. The other jackets were quite sweaty. These ones aren't. And the biggest bonus is the outside course, because the inflatable we used to have got really hot. These are our medic kits, special little boxes, prototype, one of a kind. You can see there it's going to give 3 lives to someone with a total of 12 lives. So for example, this one is down on the outside course. It'll be in one of the bases. It has a big medic sign above it and that kind of thing, so you know exactly what it is, and it gives you extra lives. So 4 people could get 3 extra lives out of this. Biggest trick is you've got to get down to low lives. If you had 15 lives and you shot it, you'll only have 3 lives. It's an incentive to stop people hogging the lives off the machine. So if you're down to 2 or 1 lives, you want to start heading back to base and shoot this thing. There's a button to press, but shooting it's easier, so you just run up to it and shoot it, you'll get 3 extra lives. So they're pretty special. Again, all custom made for us, that kind of thing. It's a really good system, quite durable, reprogrammable, that kind of thing. We can change the setups to whatever we want. So they're a good little nifty add-on for the whole kit. Now these C4 explosives. We're still tuning these into the system. This is a very special little box, and takes a bit of programming to have the system seeing them properly and acting how they should. So you can see here we've got the C4 simulator. You put in the password. At the moment it doesn't really matter what it is. And then you get to set up a dismantle time and that kind of thing. So the C4 explosives again will be mounted around the course, and a player runs up to them, puts in the code, which will be pretty much printed on the above the box, so you'll know exactly what to do. And this thing will go off in a predetermined time. You could set it for a minute or 30 seconds, whatever you want, and it will wipe out people about 30-40 metres around it. So we can set it up again to take 1 life, multiple lives, that kind of thing. I think to start we'll just set it at 1 life, but great little thing to take out people camping in the bases. Quite durable and whatnot, and yeah, they'll probably be mounted on movable poles for us, just so we can move around the course and get the dead spots in the course. If there's areas where people keep camping, we'll put one of these near them, and that'll stop the campers. So you can run up and arm it, it'll go off in 30 seconds, whatever you set the time for, and you can also disarm it. So it's going to be one of those things people are going to be all over. They're going to be running up, trying to set the bomb off and run away, that kind of thing. It's all got quite powerful speakers in it, so you'd know what's going on when it's going on. Yeah, so quite a special little box. Again, all custom made, a lot of work involved to get all this stuff right. Never as simple as I thought it was going to be. So that's a quick view of the special gear that no one's played with yet. It's soon to come. So this little box in here is one of the master computers, which runs all the scoreboards and all the software and that kind of thing. Then you've got all the jackets. So we've got all the different jackets set up, the 22 jackets. They're all charging at the moment. All the guns racked up, jackets, more pistols. So you see the 22 of them. So this area is near the garage in the fun park. So a game starts here, we get everyone set up here, and then we take them all down to the outside course, which I'll give you a sneak peek of.